We are one adventure at a time. Dave, Carrie, and Rudolph. We are excited to start our 3rd year of full-time living and traveling in our tiny home on wheels. Join us as we travel North America, exploring and sharing the beauty around us.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
The wind is blowing very hard today, so I'm hoping the audio is coming out okay and there's not too much background noise. We have just finished our harvest job in Montana. We headed south and we are currently in the very northwest corner of South Dakota. And this free camping spot is just awesome. And it's got some very unique stuff going on with it. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with you because we haven't seen this in a free campground before, the way it's set up. And it's just amazing. But after working the sugar beet harvest, we are all very tired, so we're gonna be spending some leisure time. I hope to get a fire going, maybe do some night sky observing and relax and recharge just a little bit. And we hope you enjoy. If you've watched our videos before, you will recognize Gabriel and Caroline. They're joining us here. We just all finished the beet harvest, so it's time to relax a little bit, have some fun. This campground does have a natural spring, and I'm gonna hike down there in a minute and show you. But I think it's pretty cool. They actually send somebody up here and they test the water. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but here are the results from the last test. And they looks like they tested it about a month ago. A little bit longer, a month and a half, and they say it is unsafe to drink currently. So here's the sign that says water. It doesn't say spring, but it actually is a spring. We're gonna take this short little trail down here and check it out and see what it looks like. All right, so here's the little spring, and as you can see, the flow is not very heavy right now, so I can see why it probably tested positive for different elements that are not safe to drink. And this is November, and you can see it's not exactly warm out here. That is ice. Yep. Carrie likes ice, but I don't think she should probably sample this stuff here. But, you know, they obviously put a pipe in there to make it easier for filling containers. It's not super pleasing to the eye to look at. It's not the coolest looking spring I've seen. But, boy, if you need water in an emergency and you had ways to filter that water, that could be life-saving.
we wanted to share with you this hidden gem of a campground. We stumbled upon it, not expecting it to be here, and I think you could say it's an oasis in the middle of nowhere.
That's how I feel about it. It's like a little island in the middle of a bunch of grassland, so it's kind of unexpected.
Yes. So you can tell that they've taken extra time and effort to make this campground nice. This is a free campground.
And it was hard for us to pick out a site just because there were so many great options, but we wanted to share that with you and give you some close-up details.
Yeah, so there's some unique things we want to show you about this campsite. And then we'll share with you why we chose the site over there. So let's go for a walk and we'll show you some of this campsite.
This is an old camp stove put in by the Forest Service, and it's still usable today. So you could stoke this up, get the coals going, and cook. You put your cooking pan right on top of this and cook whatever you wanted, or pot.
Is it an oven?
Well, I mean, you're not gonna put anything inside of it. You're gonna cook on the top of it. But you're gonna get your coals going in here. And it's got a chimney on it. It's pretty cool. So this opens up some great outdoor cooking options that you usually don't see.
And a heat source.
And a heat source. I mean, there is a fire pit as well, but this would probably burn for longer in here. And it's pretty cool.
I don't know, it looks like a pizza oven to me.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna put anything in there other than hot coals.
It's a pretty small door. I don't know what you could get in there. Pan-wise. Well, that's pretty cool.
I know, that's neat. Let's go see the next one.
One of the things I've noticed about this entire campground is they strategically place the picnic tables. Like this campsite's a perfect example. They set it down in with the rocks as a wind barrier, which tells me it gets very windy here, as you can see today.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you get a wind block here, nice little protected area to hang out and camp. Yeah, that's a pretty cool site.
The next campsite that we wanted to show you is currently occupied, but this is the view that you would have from that campsite. Let me turn you around so you can see it. It's pretty spectacular. Rudel, you stay back. Look at the valley. What do you think, Dave?
I'm not getting close to the edge, but the valley's awesome. I mean, look how green it is, and it's just spectacular.
This dog is not afraid of heights. Get back over here.
Riddle, come. Good boy.
Okay, let me walk out here and show you the edge here. So we are up on a bluff. Straight across that valley is a cell tower. Oh, right over here. So the cell reception here is phenomenal. Let's walk over here. Woo, it is. It is windy. Dave's getting nervous. He said, I'm too close. I'm good. Okay, look. Spectacular. Wouldn't you say?
This is awesome.
This is awesome. We can have a house right there. I would live right there. Okay, let me get off the edge here. So this entire campground is up on a bluff. You can see the road down here behind me. It goes all the way around. And the main road is about 5 miles that way. Pretty spectacular spot. So this spot we found when we were making our way to the sugar beet harvest. This spot has the best upload and download internet speed of any camp spot we had camped at anywhere in the country.
Yeah, and we're extremely remote here, so that's quite special. It's got a long entryway, it's tucked into pines, and then it's got rock walls all the way around it, or halfway around it, where you get a perfect view of sunrise and sunset. But unfortunately, there's somebody in there this time, so we can't show it off.
They snagged a good spot. And this has the same views as that last spot we just showed you of the valley and across the way to another bluff. So this is a premium spot.
Yes, it is. Now, I wish these campsites were numbered because I could tell you which number this is and what's great about it. So if you come here, do take your time, look at every single site that's available before you make up your mind. This one here is good for a group. There's several picnic tables and it's got a wall around it. We would have chosen this location, but we were worried that if Rudel's ball gets thrown off the edge of the wall that he might chase it. But this has a lot of really good things going for it. There's a lot of trees around, great place to hang a hammock in the summertime and be in the shade where it's kind of cool. But enough sun to where you can still charge your solar panels. So let's go in and take a closer look. This is awesome. This really makes me wish it was summertime and we were in this one, because you get your own little park-like setting with the rocks and the cliff right on the side of it. And this feels really good here.
And what I like about these sites is they are far enough off the road, but they are also far enough away from the cliffs. So you can camp here comfortably, unless you have a dog who chases a ball no matter what.
And the next campsite down or up from here, it's a long ways away. It's like a couple 100 yards away. So the way they spaced it out, you get a lot of privacy.
Yeah. Let's go see the cliffside.
I mean, these are good hammock trees.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get Rudel. Come here, Rudel. Come on. I would say 70 or 80 feet straight down.
This is the spot where Rudel and I came the other morning, not even paying attention. When we looked down in the valley down here, there were 5 deer just grazing, minding their own business. And as you can see, this dog has no fear of heights, so that is one reason also that gives us a second thought about camping this close. You say?
Yeah, if we were gonna stay in this site, we'd have to keep Rudel on a leash. great. I love it. Good spot to watch sunset, I think, too.
Out of all the beautiful camp spots that we showed you today, this is the one that we picked. It's equally as nice in its own way. We picked this one because it's off the beaten path. There's lots of grass all the way around. Now Rudel has been working the sugar beet harvest with us, so he needs some time to be off leash. And here he can do that. We can play ball. There's no threats of any of the cliffs or the drop-offs. It's a group campsite, so as you can see, we have friends with us. We have plenty of sun. We're kind of nestled down in a little bowl, so it's not quite as windy. And we have 3 picnic tables nestled in the trees and a fire ring. Plus a bathroom, a pit toilet close by. So it doesn't matter which spot you pick here. Pick the spot that best fits what you're looking for and enjoy. We are recovering at our campsite. Have you recovered yet, Dave?
No, I haven't.
We've been here, what, 2 days?
2 days, and I still feel like I need rest.
I do too. Rudel, are you recovered?
Oh, he's recovered.
I am not recovering, so I'm going to make a really quick, simple dinner tonight. It's been pretty cold, so we're going to have sausage soup tonight. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
So I got up to go to the bathroom and I had a notification, that's Rudolph. I had a notification on my phone from my Northern Lights app that we could see them in the area tonight. And I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. But when I looked out the window and saw movement and color.
Yeah, this was completely unexpected and it was awesome. So happy we got to see this in South Dakota. I would have thought we had to go up into Canada or maybe Alaska, but no, we saw it right here tonight.
Yes, and so we've been outside for the last 2 hours. It lasted that long. We're inside, we got the heater on, and we might be too excited to go to sleep. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to wind down, but so happy to share with you. That was absolutely fantastic. Yes, and I have a time lapse going outside, so I'm really hoping that it turns out, because it's only my second ever time lapse, but... At night. At night, yeah. How cool was that? I never thought I would see that in South Dakota. The wind's blowing right here. We tried to find a little nook to do this ending in, but we want to tell you what you need to know if you come to this campground. This is Picnic Spring Campground. It's about 7 miles off of Highway 85. We are just about 8 miles from the North Dakota border, so we are currently in South Dakota. The gravel road to get here is in pristine condition. In fact, we were talking that this campground looks like it might have just been built. It is in such good shape. Or at least refurbished. Yes. So there is water here in the form of a spring, but they do test it, and last time they tested it, the water is no good, so you're going to have to bring your own water in and your own supplies, obviously. Yeah. There are 10 campsites here. Any size rig can get here, pending weather. Yeah, and also, just to note, during the months of September through December, it is hunting season here in South Dakota, so the campground is going to get more traffic than probably the rest of the year. Yes. And then wintertime, you might avoid it just because of the extreme cold temperatures. Yes, and possibly snow. You might need to get here with a snowmobile. There are 2 pit toilets, and depending on which campsite you pick, most campsites have 1 bar of Verizon LTE. That premium site that we showed you has 4 bars of Verizon LTE with the fastest speed I have ever seen. And we're in the middle of nowhere, so that's pretty nice. Yeah. The only other thing I would be cautious about is with small children and dogs, like Rudolph is super hyper focused on his ball. I would be afraid if it went to the edge of the cliff that he might just follow it over. Yeah, so it was a risk that we weren't willing to take on the ledges. But still, you can camp in another site and then walk to the ledges. Yes. So. Yeah. So there's lots to choose from. Again, these campsites have camp stoves and fire rings. Yep. The nearest town is Bowman, North Dakota, which is about 30 miles away, which brings me to the stargazing is phenomenal here. There is no light pollution. In fact, wasn't that spectacular that we caught the Northern Lights? That was the best. That was on my bucket list. And that was completely unexpected too, so that was amazing. That was amazing. This is one of those campgrounds that I really like. I mean, it's way high on my list. If you're anywhere in the area, please stop by and check it out for yourself, because I can't imagine anybody not liking this location. Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. It's one of my favorites as well. So we hope you enjoyed the video. We appreciate you watching and subscribing, and I hope we get some comments. I'd love to talk to you. And it's nice to be on the road again. It feels great to be on the road again. We're back home. Yes. Home on the road. So happy boondocking, happy camping, and go outside and find some beauty. If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron, or check out our new merchandise at oneadvantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.